I'm going to give you one of the best dating tips of all time.
I already hate it. Let's hear it anyway.
You have to make sure that she's chasing you before you turn around and actually show her interest.
So I mentioned in a previous video that the week after my wife and I started dating, she opened as the lead in Thoroughly Modern Millie, as Millie. And I'm going to share the full kind of expanded story because this guy would hate it. So I was very broke at the time. I was in grad school and I had no money. Right. And so I went to the free preview night and I had enough money for one ticket for opening night. And that's it. That's all I could afford. Right. The theater tickets are expensive, but I wanted to see her more. Right. I just started dating this woman and I'm head over heels for her. And also she's the lead in the musical. And I thought she deserved flowers every single night. And I could afford some cheap flowers. So I show up to their second showing after opening night with some flowers and I find the stage manager and I ask, can you bring these backstage to her? And she says, okay, are you coming in? I was like, oh, I couldn't afford a ticket. And she's like, well, that's not going to happen. And so she gave me an extra seat that they had. And then I showed up the next night, which was Sunday. And I brought some more flowers and I found the stage manager and I said, hey, can you bring these to her backstage? And she said, you don't have a ticket again, do you? And I said, I do not. And she said, okay, here's what we're going to do. And she gave me a free ticket to literally every single show for the entire run of the play. And even back then, I remember people were giving me advice like, don't do what you're doing. She's gonna run away.
You're going to be perceived as a nice guy. You're going to be perceived as the creep or the weirdo.
And I was like, but I like her. And this is what I do. This is who I am. And I'm going to give her a dose of me. And if she doesn't like it, it wasn't meant to be. And you know what? We got married. Are there people who will play these dumb dating games, right, and stop dating someone because they're too available or acting too interested? Sure, but maybe that's just not the right person for you. And you have to be okay with that.
Okay, dope rhyme slinger, good advice giver. Listen for a second, let me try and paint a picture. Raises coming up and you want your check bigger. Moving quiet just won't get you seen. Your boss a clicker,